How's it going, you guys? Your boy is back, this time with a discussion video. So in this video, I wanted to talk about my thoughts about Beyblade Burst Rise in the new system, which is Hypersphere. So you guys already know my channel's been kind of focused on just Kartomi products, which for me, I just think they're the most accurate to the anime and they have all their gimmicks. So they're true to the anime, and that's why I stick with them. And so when Hasbro released their version of Beyblade Burst, I wasn't really a fan because they ditched teeth and a lot of the parts weren't really close, colors were off, and overall I thought Burst was kind of a mess at first. So I didn't really buy any products and I kept sticking to TT for the time being, but then Beyblade Burst Evolution came around and they kind of figured it out. They fixed everything up. Colors were on point, parts were on point, gimmicks were on point for the most part. And overall, I thought Hasbro had finally made everything right. So, sure enough, I did buy some Beyblade Burst Evolution tops. In fact, I got Legend Spryzen Requiem, to name a few. So, I was a pretty big fan of Evolution because everything looked on point and they did just a really good job. So, of course, Turbo comes around, which is the equivalent of Cho-Z. And I can understand why Hasbro did their own thing. Cho-Z in itself wasn't a big thing with people. I understand some people weren't a fan of the metal and just the overpowered gimmicks. So Hasbro switched it up by giving us Slingshot, and I just was not a fan, alright? So Slingshot, I think, sounded good on paper, but the execution was just not there. They totally scrapped weight and gimmicks just for a even more gimmicky mechanism, which is Slingshot, and I just thought it wasn't really that good. Now granted, it was kind of new and unique, but I think it got boring really quick with the way they did things. And sure enough, Turbo is kind of coming to an end. I mean, we can kind of see that they're getting the last releases around, but then we also got more evolution for some reason. I know Hades H4 or Dread Hades is Switch Strike, and it has some of its metal. The other thing is Turbo Valtryek V4 also has some metal. So I don't know what Hasbro was thinking. I think they wanted to do some Slingshot, some evolution. They should have just stayed with evolution though, let's be real, you guys. But yeah, that's kind of what happened with Turbo. And now, of course, Rise got announced. So that's the latest version of Beyblade for Hasbro. And Beyblade Burst Rise, so far, it's a totally new gimmick. And we've seen so far, just from videos, that it relies heavily on the stadium. So the stadium is kind of like a skate rink shape, and the drivers themselves are no longer Slingshot or normal drivers. They're just like these big chunky drivers that are really round, and so the Beyblades just kind of roll around the stadium. So it makes for some really interesting battles overall, because we're seeing some really crazy hits and it just looks really kind of fun, I'm not gonna lie. So the question is, will I buy Beyblade Burst Rise? Because I've been kind of off Hasbro for a while now, ever since Evolution. I skipped all of Turbo and I got a lot of hate for that. I know you guys weren't happy with my decision, but at the end of the day, I feel like me as the customer, it's my money, I can decide what I want to do with my money and what I want to buy. And I did stick to TT, and I feel like a lot of my fans just weren't happy with that. So I'm willing to give Beyblade Burst Rise a chance, okay? I'm making that clear right now. I do want to try them out, and of course, I want to get a stadium as well. So definitely, that's going to be my next thing as far as like where this channel's going. I want to try Hasbro again, give it a shot. If I'm not a fan, I'm just going to leave it at that. I feel like it's time to give Hasbro a chance, all right? Granted, with Beyblade Burst Rise, the drivers are totally different and they took away the weights, and it's kind of disappointing, but we're going to try it out, okay? So I just want to let you guys know what's going to happen with this channel, and just that I'm going to be trying out Hasbro once again. I hope some of you Hasbro guys are looking forward to that. As for my TT fans, I'm going to stick with TT. I'm just going to try Hasbro on the side. So that was just kind of a discussion video. Also, let me know how you guys are doing. I'm doing pretty good. Just busy with school, but I'm happy to be putting out videos for you guys. And yeah, I'll catch you guys next time.